Hi, in this video we're going to show you a way that you could change the opacity for open windows on your computer. So let's say you want to have a certain window kind of transparent and see-through. You could do this as needed, and then you could also change the opacity level for that particular window or any other window. All right, so we're going to be using the free Windhawk app to do so. So if you've never used Windhawk, it is a tool that you install, and then what you do after that is add mods to the tool, and then these mods can do things such as change the way Windows functions and appears. All right, so once you install it, you'll have your home section with any installed mods, and then featured mods, which are kind of like recommended mods. Then you have the Explore section here, and then here you could do some searching, you could do some filtering, sorting, and that type of thing. So what we're going to be using is the mod called Window Opacity. So you would just do a search for this in the search box, click on Details once you find it, and then Install, and then it will be in your Home section here, and then you could disable it or enable it from here, also remove it from here, go to Details, and do the same thing. All right, so this one has a couple settings here. All right, so the hotkey modifier is Control-Alt, and you could change it if you want to one of these if you don't want to use Control-Alt. And you can see here the details. So Control-Alt-1 is 10%, all the way to Control-Alt-9 is 90%, and then Control-Alt-0 is back to normal. All right, so let's try it out here real quick. So we have this picture open here. So let's do Control-Alt-5, for example. You can see it's transparent. Then we could have this in the background here. So it's kind of see-through. So you have to be on the window you want to change this to. If we go all the way to Control-1, then it's almost gone, as you can see here, and then Control-Alt-9, for example, and then Control-Alt-0. All right, then if we go back to the settings here, we have the option to enable the cycle opacity keys, which could take it up or down by 10%. So right now it's disabled by default. So you could use minus and equals or page up and page down. So let's try the minus and equals. Make sure you save the settings each time. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's do Control-Alt-5, for example. All right, now we'll do Control-Alt-minus, and again, and then Control-Alt-equals. And you could just do it in steps right there. And then, of course, Control-Alt-0, bring it back to normal. All right, so that's the basic gist of it. So if you like to have some opacity in your apps for any particular reason, this is a great way to do so. All right, so one side note for Windhawk here is it needs to be running in your system tray for your mods to work. So if they ever stop working, just come back here and check. And if it's not running down here, just restart Windhawk again, and it should put it down here. And then it should also be set to run with your computer at startup, so you don't have to actually start it up each time. All right, so once again, just install Windhawk. I'll put a link in the description for that. Do a search for window opacity. In the search box here, click on Details, Install, and that's all there is to it. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.